Alright, hey guys, welcome back to our Moonsaga playthrough for the South Tigris trilogy. So we are starting the first playthrough of Scholars. This is the third game in the 6 games that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to read the part we left off at. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my other 2 Wayfarer playthroughs that we just did. Those are going to be the part 1 and 2 of the Moonsaga. The Moonsaga is a 6-part solo campaign playing through the South Tigris games. You play without the expansions and with the expansions of each game. So we're on to Scholars. And I decided to go with, at the end of the story from the last time, I decided to go with the Philosopher. So, no, the Physicist. Sorry, I decided to go with the Physicist from India. So I'm going to read the excerpt for you, and then we'll kind of talk about what setup looks like. Okay. The cool light of the moon still illuminates your steps as you travel unfamiliar parts of the House of Wisdom in search of the room where Al-Kindi said the physicist would be. You spot the door, and as you approach, you can hear the murmur of many voices speaking what sound to your ears like Sanskrit. You knock politely, and a hush falls in the room beyond. A moment passes, and slowly the door creeps open. The light of the lamp spills forth, and as you peer into the room, you see a face of a man from India squinting back at you. A moment more passes before the man's face lights up. Ah, Mitram. I don't know. Hopefully that's correct. He explains, Come in, come in, come in. My name is... Oh, dear God. Govind... I'm not even going to try to say this guy's name. Govinda. Govinda's Vami. Govinda's used later, so we're going to just say Govinda. And I have been expecting you. He ushers you inside and into a seat around a large table. All around you are sat other scholars with smiling faces. Govinda all but throws himself into the place next to you. As the buzz of many conversations resume around you, he starts to share with you his views of science and how he sees a united scientific community working together to provide alternative solutions and different points of view. He gets up suddenly and takes your arm, pulling you around the room to meet others he's gathered, philosophers, chemists, biologists, and astronomers. The vision of all of them is to better understand our world. It doesn't take long before you are asked for your own thoughts on various topics. And once the scrolls start coming out, you're in for a long night. So setup, we're doing epic version, which is what we normally do. It's the deck, how it's constructed. So that's what we're doing for that. So just to kind of keep in mind, because we're playing without the expansion, I did remove the scrolls dealing with the medicine, the black track, but I did not remove them from the translator. So if something comes up involving something from the expansion, I'll just kick it out into a discard pile and move on from there. I also obviously removed my extra card that would be related to doing the expansion actions there. So just keep that in mind. There should be no scrolls coming up. All 6 of them are removed through the deck, but there may be some translators that have the expansion related things, and we'll just discard them when they show up. Okay, so set up Scholars in epic version without body of books. Use the teacher difficulty for your opponent. So teacher difficulty is no influence in the guild, 1 influence on the scroll in the purple guild, which is what we have here, 1 gold on the leftmost neutral translator. Starting scroll is Greek, and they start with +1 dice sum. So we'll do that when I set up the neutral translators, and then I'll flip it over and go back to that. Give yourself the pair of starting translator and resource cards shown here, and add 3 random deals. So we're using this as our starting stuff. So we get 6 white dice. We get 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 of each person, and then this is our translator. So it's going to go right there. We'll get our 6 white dice, and we'll draw our 4. There's 6. Okay. We'll just do that, and we started the game. Where is my starting scroll? There it is. We started with the Greek scroll, random. That was random. We did choose that one at random. Okay. And then we get to choose 3 random neutral translators, and then I'll put gold on them and flip them over. So here are the neutral translators. So 2, 6, and 8. Okay. So we'll put gold on the leftmost neutral translator. Give them a Greek scroll and a dice sum of 1. So dice sum of 1. We'll give them a Greek scroll. Whoops. And then we'll put that there. Okay. I'll shuffle their deck up. Okay, we'll go continue with setup. So Oh, let's get our two. Let's get our 2 gold and our 2 silver, and 1 of each of our workers. Oh, this is the little pad there. Okay, add 3 random starting translators to the board, so there's still 4 in total. In addition to a random starting scroll, give yourself the Syriac scroll shown here, moving 1 space up the biology track and a primary research track as if you just translated. And then it says, so we get to do both of those things. And then it says, bonus scrolls have a research tracks at 2 or higher, all research tracks 2 or higher. So we're going to go ahead and I'll move this out of the way. So we get this Syriac scroll to start. So, we get to go up on green and go up on any other primary color track. So green will let us draw another die from our bag, which means we're getting 5. And then we get to do another one that's a primary color. Do I want to go for the red one just for that? Getting the gold there. I guess there is a Persian one to translate and Sanskrit. Okay, I need to get into Arabic. Persian to Arabic. So we could do one of these. And if I do this one, which means I have 2 gold already. We might be able to go straight into this, honestly, if I get this translator. And then we can get this taken care of. So that might be the play, but I have the gold for it. So maybe we just go up the blue track and I just reserve that so it doesn't get taken from me. Okay. And this actually works out nice because I'm already up on the green track for that guy. Okay, and then this is, like I said, our starting thing. We've got our dice out. So let's just go ahead and get started here. And I think I'm definitely going to hire somebody because I think I've got the... Oh, and I've got the colors to do that. Okay, and I am using the promo starting card there, so that's also something to keep in mind when you want to go up on these tracks. So we're definitely going to use... I think we're going to use this for sure. And no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to do... We'll do this one. So we're going to do purple there, and we're going to use a 5. We're going to hire her. And I've got to spend some money to put her somewhere. Let's go with the 1. We'll put her here and get a gold. And then that way I've got a way into... I can translate that Sanskrit to Persian, Persian to Arabic, and I can just get that going. So that'll be really good. And we can do that next turn. Okay. AI is going to move 1 space. They're going to look, are there 5 translators? There are. So they're going to put this out. And again, they target where the players have none, and then when the AI has none, and then they're going to go by color. So they're going to go there. And then they're going to place gold on the... place gold onto the leftmost neutral translator possible. Okay. I wonder why I always thought it was the rightmost. Okay, anyway. Placing gold in the leftmost. Okay. So, that'll bump me at blue, which will be nice. Okay, we'll place this here. We're going to drop these 2 1s down, and we're going to drop these 2 and make each of them yellow and red, which is going to be orange. I'm going to translate the Sanskrit scroll by going here to here. And that goes into Arabic, so we do get this translated. This lets me go up on blue, which that's nice. And I can either immediately... Wait, what does it let me do again? I can immediately hire someone, or I can take a white die and... Or do I just dismiss somebody instead? I'm trying to think of like the best way to go about doing that. Employee paying any room cost or retire the picture translator if you do retire them. Okay, I can employ her. Yeah, I'll employ her because I think just having that out would be nice. We're going to employ her, and we can only do it here. So if we're going to do that there, that's going to get us a worker of any color. And I think I'll take a yellow worker. And then I get this blue one off of there because I went ahead and did that. And then I already bumped up that track, so that's nice. Okay, cool. Translate on second turn. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Are there 3 scrolls? There are not. So they're going to place out. They're going to look for a Sanskrit scroll. Sanskrit. There is not a Sanskrit. So they're going to look for Greek. This is the first Greek, and they'll place it in orange. Going there and there. Okay. And then this refills. Nice. Okay. All right. I could go up on the green track with both of these if I really wanted to, and it's 8, so it'll get me 2 silver. It's going to pretty much lock me in on my turn for the rest of the game, or for the rest of this round. I guess wouldn't be too bad, but if I go up green, that's a free primary on rest. So if I want to do that, I guess what would be the most beneficial thing to do it with? Red gets me a worker of any type, which wouldn't be bad. So yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to go here. We're going to drop both those down and turn them into green. We'll go up on the green track. Also get 2 silver. And that's our go. They're going to move 2. Are there 3 scrolls? There are. They're going to translate. It's going to look for a Hebrew one to translate. Can't do Hebrew. Look for Persian. Translate this Persian one. And then drop the silver down on the first Persian one that they can. So they go back, and then they do that one, which gets me a silver. Yeah, because they don't have Persian. They have Arabic. They have Syriac, Chinese, Arabic, and Greek, Syriac, and Hebrew. So the Persian one will be this one of mine. Okay. I think we're going to rest, just because now I don't have any more dice. So let's go ahead and rest. So we're going to flip this over. Okay, it's going to move 1 space. This Chinese one will populate this house. And then we're going to go in order. So we're going to take a white die to get 2 silver. It goes in our bag. We're going to get a worker of any color. I'll take a... Do I want... Oh, that Sanskrit one would be nice. I'll have to pay them for it, which means purple. So I'll take a red worker. Here I'll get to go up on any one track. We'll go up on the red track for free, which gets us a gold. We'll get a white worker. And then we'll draw our 5 dice, which I've got 2 there. And we're going to shuffle those back in and draw out 3 more. Okay. And then those workers are gone. Our cards go back to our hand. Okay, cool. Are there 7 translators? 2, 4, 6. There are not 7 translators. So they're going to employ a Hebrew translator into the 2 spots, and then 3 spots, so they'll go there. Okay. Oh, this is the black one, so we're going to move that down. That's another black. There we go. Okay. So I need to interact with that Greek one in any kind of way. Actually, this would be really nice. This is what we're going to do. We're actually going to use this and this as a 3, and we're going to dismiss this Greek one by spending a white worker to go up on the green track. Because we interacted with him, we are going to remove this white worker from here. We're going to go up on the green track, which populates that for us. And because we're on the 3rd spot of that, we get our green die. And we get this card. Nice. Okay. I feel like I'm feeling pretty good about my actions here. Okay, so we're going to go 2 here. They're going to, are there 6 translators? There's 2, 4, 6, 7. There are, so they're going to put this out one of the houses here. They're going to first start with where no player has any. They go there. And then they're going to put it on a card. They're going to look for a Syriac scroll, if not a Chinese scroll. So they're going to do that. They're about to rest next turn, which is fine. Okay. I've got to get up on some more tracks. Getting up green would be huge one more time, just so that I can continue to basically rest on green every time and get this stuff moving. So that would be a really big deal if we can make that work out. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of silver. What are some scrolls we really want to focus on? I think maybe... I've got Sanskrit to Hebrew, Hebrew to Persian. I can do Sanskrit. Do I want to take that Sanskrit from them? I don't have enough gold to do it. I mean, I could play this down to get the gold. I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to take it from them. We're going to do this. I'm going to put these 2 here for purple. We're going to get a gold. I'm going to pay them a coin, which I think moves them over, right? I don't know why I don't remember this. If I want to use one of their scrolls, so if you're putting, okay, if you want to interact with them and then move their player marker. So I'm going to move their player marker. This gets put there, giving them the thing here. We're going to translate that Sanskrit scroll. So we're going to go Sanskrit to Persian, Persian to Arabic. So we're going to translate this. They get this back. We go up on green. Perfect. And then at the end of the game, we'll get 2 points for being on level 4 to 6 and 4 points for being on level 7. So we've done all that. That's nice. We end our turn. This translator retires. Gives me a +2 somewhere. I could go here to just boost up the fact that I can get, I can make this just easier to achieve. And then this one actually moves too. And this one will be, all my white dice will be yellow, which could come in handy for this. Just going to help me translate better, because I can just use a white die and then mix it with other color dice. So we can do that. Okay. Oh, and this is all this gold's gone. There we go. Okay. Geez, that was a lot. So they're going to rest. First thing they're going to do is they're going to move this down. Let's flip this over. So this is going to go 1, 2. This will go up here. And then they're going to take this into their pile. And that should be it. Okay. I've got to get some other dice. We've got to employ some people. So I've got Sanskrit to Hebrew. There's the Hebrew to Persian. I could go to the, or, well, that's Persian. Another Persian to Arabic. I can go. Does anybody go straight to Arabic? Syriac to Arabic. I don't know. I don't know what the play is here, but we've got. I want to get rid of some dice here. So, do I want to get some scrolls out? There's a lot of Greek scrolls. There's 4 Greek scrolls and a Hebrew scroll and a Syriac scroll. So only people having to go to Arabic are these 2 at the moment. A +4 could be nice. Oh, I need to take that spot for it though. What do we want to do here? Maybe we take this one. We go here for 5. That's 5. No, I might want to move around with this one. Let's see. No, we're definitely putting green down. So we're going to put a 5 here, and we're going to pay for this guy. And we're going to place him, I think we're going to place him here, which will give me a blue die and get rid of a white die. He goes Syriac to Arabic, which is also another just like value bump. So that, oh, that's my green die. I don't want to lose that one. Okay, and we're going to roll that. Okay, all right. 2, 4, 6 translators. So there's 7. They're not 7 translators. So they're going to get a Chinese translator and place him here. All right, Argo. Could go up on blue. I could go up and make a blue 8. Blue 9. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to go here with this. So it's going to be +2. It's a blue 9. That's going to let me go up on this once, which has now got that level 3. I can place this out somewhere. We're going to place that here. No, we're going to place that here because I'd rather have the coin, I think. Or do I want the worker? Yeah, I might want the worker. Okay, and that'll give us a 4 to move stuff around over there. Okay. They're going to go 2. There are 6 translators, so they're going to place out this on that, and they're going to place this out where the AI has none. The AI has none there. Okay. Got one more die left. Do I want to take another white die for some coins? Do I want to pay a coin to get a colored die? I probably just want a worker of a color. So we're going to take this to go here. Got 1 coin here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I just go 1 and get rid of a white die and get a worker of a color. So we'll get rid of that white die and we'll get another, we'll get a blue worker. No, I'll get a purple worker. Not a purple worker, a red worker, sorry. Okay. That's my go. There are 3 things to translate. He translates Greek. So that's going to go there. Greek he drops down for gold, 2 gold. So that Greek gets placed on there, and then going back, nobody's got Greek, and then going here on a random one or a neutral one. So these two will get retired. Okay, we're gonna rest. So let's see what we do with this. All right, first Caleb scoring. So he has majority there. He's gonna pick the bottom one. That's going to also give him this translator, and move his thing over. I get a worker of my choice. I'll take a blue one. The next one, he also takes this, moves this over, and then here I take the 3, and then he gets a gold, which he'll drop down on there. Okay, so there's that, and then we're going to do this. So I'm going to dismiss a 1 through 5, somebody from 1 through 5. I think I dismiss him so I can get a gold. So I'm kind of broke on gold. So there's a gold for me. Here I get a worker of my choice. I'll get a blue worker, no, a red worker. I'll spend a white worker to burn a white die. I'll gain a white die back. And then I'll use the green track to go up on any one track. We'll go up on the orange track to get rid of a white die. Get rid of the one that I just got, I guess. And then we'll pull 6 dice from our bag, which is everything I have. Because there's 1. That's everything I have. There's 6. Okay. And then we'll remove those. Get those picked up. Okay. All right. Moves forward. There are not 5 scrolls, so he's going to get one. He's going to look to target a Hebrew scroll. So here's a Hebrew scroll. It goes there. It's 2. It's 2 up here. Refill. Okay. So I've got some options here, I think. I can go straight into Arabic with that one. Syriac to Arabic. I need purple dice and red dice for that. I have no money either. Okay, we're going to place this here, and we're going to put this here for a 9, and we're going to place both of these here to make it purple. We'll go up here and get ourselves a worker. We'll get ourselves a blue worker. Okay, that's their turn, our turn, their turn. They move forward. Are there 5 translators? There are, so they're going to place out this somewhere. We're going to go here, and they're going to place that there. Okay. Could translate in yellow, because if I use a white die, I could use yellow as part of my translation stuff. Syriac to Arabic. Do I want to translate there? I can do it. I'll get to go up purple, which will just give me more money. Oh, I should have got my 2 money, sorry, for going up on the track. Because I did an 8, this is a 9 value. Okay, we're going to use this one to go here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to go to 4. So we'll use this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 silver. Oops. Okay. They're going to rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets discarded. And then with their resting, they're mostly red, so they're going to move that back, and then they're going to take this one, which is worth 3 points. Holy cow. So I can take that Syriac one, which is fine. I wonder if I just go for it now. Especially because they're like, if they translate, they'll translate that one. So I might want to just do it now while I'm thinking about it. So let's go for it. we're going to do that. So we'll place those two down. Actually, this one, and I'll make this a red to make this a purple action. We're going to translate here, Syriac to Arabic. Boom. This immediately gets me a purple die to our bag, and I get to go up on the purple track. And at the end of the game, I get a point for every purple, and 2 points if I have at least 4 red dice. So I need to get some red dice. Okay. They're going to move forward. Are there 5 translators? There are, so they're going to put this here, and they're going to drop gold on this, and at the end of their turn, they would retire him. Okay. Syriac to Arabic. There's another Syriac scroll, which could be useful for us, just to get him through. Sanskrit to Hebrew. Does anybody go? Okay, she go. Oh, this I gotta discard that. She goes. No, that's not something I want. I need Hebrew to Arabic. Or I can get that Hebrew to Syriac and go Sanskrit to Hebrew. So I can get her. Wouldn't be bad. I've got the money for it, so maybe we'll do that. We'll use these here, I think, and we will get her. We're going to place her here for 2. That'll give us a red die, and it will let us get rid of a white die. The only white die I have is going to be that on my board, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. Actually, I get that red die. I just get it. Where's it at? It goes to my hand. Okay. Are there 5 scrolls? There are not 5 scrolls, so they're going to look for a Syriac scroll. Boom. That goes there. 2 influence in purple. Okay, there's another Syriac scroll. Okay. I may go here and I can go 1, 2, 3. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use our green to go 1, 2, 3 for that Syriac scroll. Greek and Hebrew. Is that the one I want to do, though? I have 1 Greek scroll, so it's not going to really give me extra points. But there are a ton of Greek scrolls out there, so I could go for more Greek. Or I could just translate. Hold on. Why don't we just translate? Why don't we just take this? Oh, I don't have... Never mind, I can't, because I need another die. That's like a white die. So if I take this and go 5... I was here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want that Chinese one. Oh... I can't do the Chinese. I don't have a translator for that. I do want to get this out, so I think I'm going to do it. I'll do it. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll get this Syriac one out. Doesn't mean I'll get it, but I'll get this out. That's 4. We'll spend the 4 to go here, which will get me that there, and it'll get me a gold. And then we'll flip this. Okay. And then I go up on orange. Okay, so I've got to go up on these 2, and then I've at least done the bare minimum for the bonus. Okay, so they roll around. They're going to get to place a gold on their neutral. And then are there 6 translators or not? So they're going to look for a Sanskrit translator, but we have one out, so they're going to go for a Greek one. Greek for the value of 3, right there. Okay, so I've got a red die left that I really can't do a whole lot with. So I think I'm going to rest. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get rid of the Chinese one I drew. Okay, so here, dismiss somebody from 5 or less. Ooh. We're going to dismiss her. I'll take a die of a color to my hand, and I'll also get a worker of my choice. So I'll take a red die to my hand, and then I'll get a worker of my choice. I'll get a yellow worker. No, I'll get a blue worker. So I've got that. That was the dismissibility. I get to go up on any color track. We're going to go up on this track. Shoots me a silver. I can burn this to get rid of a white die, which we're going to get rid of a white die. I go here and get 3 silver. And then I go up on red to get me a worker of my choice, and I'll get a yellow worker. And then I'll draw my 5 dice, plus I have these 2 already. There's a die, and then I get +1, so 6 total. So I draw 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. We'll roll these. Okay. Those are gone. These are gone. All right. It's kind of a big turn there. I've got 1 die in there left. Okay. 1, 2. There are 3 scrolls. They translate a Hebrew scroll, so this one they'll translate. And then they're going to drop down, what, 1 gold on Hebrew. Nope. And then this one gets the Hebrew, which gets me a silver. Okay. I might like to retire some of these folks so I can get this filled out a bit more. I think that Syriac one will just be better. Oh, my cards are upside down. So if I want that's purple, I can go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where's my green? We'll place this here for purple. We're going to translate that Syriac scroll, so we'll drop Syriac to Arabic. This gets me immediately a green influence. At the end of the game, if I have 2 to 3 green influence, I get 2 points. If I have 4 or more, I get 4 points. And I get to go up on this track. So this is the last track I need to fulfill the deal. And then at the end of the go, he is translated, or he's finished doing his thing. This is going to go here to make my travel action a little bit better. So it's going to be +4 traveling. Okay. There are 2, 4, 5 translators. So they're going to get a Hebrew translator, which there is one already. So they're going to go to Persian. So this comes out on the 2, which will be there, then here, because there's no 2s. Okay. Now it's just a matter of what do we want to get out. So I can overtake one of these areas here. I've got Sanskrit to Hebrew and Hebrew to Syriac. So I can go for another Syriac scroll, which is here, but I have to go all the way around to get to it. The Greek one could be interesting. This Greek one could be interesting. Maybe I just put the Chinese one up just to go up on the track. I mean, that wouldn't be the end of the world, right? And I'll get my dice back. I wanted to capitalize on this. Okay, what can I do? I get +4. That's 9. So I need at least a 3. Actually, this is what we're going to do. Hold on. 4, 8, 13. Yes, this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to do this. We're going to place this here. And we're going to do these 2, which is going to give me 9 + 4 is 13. So I can go all the way around. Because I passed this with the green, I get 2 silver. But I'm going to go all the way back to the spot that I am and then spend 4 silver to put the Syriac scroll out. We're going to put it here. It's going to be 2 purple influence and a gold. Oh, he has the majority there. And then this refills. Okay, Chinese scroll. Okay. And I get to go up on this, which okay, no, we're good. Okay, so they're going to rest. I guess I'm going to move 1. This Chinese one goes up here. And then they're going to, their dice sum goes back up to 0, and they're going to take this translator. And we'll shuffle this up. Okay. I'm actually feeling really good about this. I've translated a ton of stuff. Feeling very, very good about this whole ordeal. So I need another Syriac translator. So 7, which we can do. We're going to do this here. I'm going to get this guy. We're going to place him, I guess, here. So I get 2 gold for placing him out. Now I'm broke. Okay. There are not 5 scrolls, so they're going to get a scroll out. They're going to look for a Hebrew scroll. There is no Hebrew. They're going to go for Persian. There is a Persian. They're going to place that here for that. This has got to be a Caliph card. Sure is. Okay, so Caliph card comes out. Let's resolve this real quick. So I'm going to get a silver for having a retired translator. They're going to get a silver for having a retired starting translator. And then they're going to put gold on their other 2 starting translators. So this one gets a gold, this one gets a gold. And then here they have majority. They're going to take the top section. I get a worker of my choice. The worker I take is going to be a, I guess, yellow worker. Here they get this whole thing. This dice sum goes up, and then here they get this. Their dice sum goes back down, and I will get a gold, and I take majority, and then they're going to take between these 2. I don't know which one they take, so they'll take this one. I mean, they're the same point value, so I don't think it really matters. Okay, we still have to refill this. Okay, so that's done there. Okay. And that was their go. All right. Kind of got lost on what I was doing by doing their turn. What do I want to translate? Do I want to translate that Syriac one? I could. So I need purple to translate it, which we could. No, I don't. I can't do it. I don't have white workers to do it. I guess I could use this, right? We could go here with this and turn this default printed 5 into a blue 5 and make that total there, and then we'll translate that Syriac. So Syriac to Arabic. This gets translated. We go up on here. And we get to place out influence somewhere. We'll place that influence here, which makes me take it. And then we'll place this on a card, and I'll take it for this one. Okay, cool. That was the Argo. I got a ton of gold. Okay, their turn. They're going to go 1, 2. This is going to go there, giving them orange. And then there are 3 scrolls, so they're going to translate Chinese, which is this one. Yeah. They take the top row and then they take color preference, right? So actually they wouldn't take that one. They would take the other one. Use color focus, lowest row. Yeah, so they're going to take this one actually. Okay. It's going to put 2 gold down. It's on Chinese. Oh, this one got translated. Let me put that back. That's their thing. Okay, so 2 gold for Chinese. Nobody here. And then they're going to put gold on this one and gold on this one, and then these 2 get retired, giving them a bunch of points. Okay. Okay. I am going to rest. I'm going to rest. So we're going to dismiss somebody here. I'm going to dismiss her for the white die and 3 silver. Oh, hold on. Let's do this first. Okay, 1. Then we're going to dismiss her for the white die and 3 silver. That goes in our bag. 3 silver. That's going to let me get 3 more silver. That's going to let me get another silver. That's going to let me go up on a track. We're going to go up on this track. So now I've completed the thing because I've got at least 2 on every track. We're going to get a white worker. We're going to draw from the bag 6 dice. I've got 1, so 5. So there's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I'm going to spend a white worker to burn a white die, which will burn the white die that's in our bag. And that gets gone. Then we'll draw up. Okay, I need to get 2 more red dice. So we got to figure out how to do that. Which I don't know how that. We can probably just need to place out yellow, I guess. Okay. There's 3 things to translate. They're going to translate Chinese. They're going to use their color preference and take this one. Again, dropping 2 gold out. So there's no Chinese this way. There's no Chinese this way. They drop this here, and then they go back here, and then they drop this there. And I get a silver. Oh, I got that card back. Okay. I need to get some white or get some other color dice. So we're going to use our yellow card. Is there anybody up there that I can use to maneuver on tracks or anything. Or if I'm going to translate Persian. So I've got Persian to Arabic, which I can do. I don't have my purple die, but I've got 2 color dice I can make that work with. Interesting. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That could be nice. Let's do that. We're going to go all the way around here, and we're going to spend our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place this Greek one out here. It's going to get us 2 influence up here. We immediately will get the gold 1 green, which lets me draw 2 dice from the bag. Which I've got this one. I guess I don't know if I can take that one because I used it for this action, so I'm not going to grab it. And then we'll refresh here. Caliph. So first we're going to put out a neutral Persian. There is a Persian. We're going to put out a Greek, and he's in the leftmost spot. I have majority here. We're going to take... Oh, he's going to take the top one. So I think I'm going to take this for the 3 points. He gets a worker, which turns into a silver. Here he takes the next thing, which moves his dice sum forward. And I get a silver. And then here I'll get the bottom thing, which is just I'm just gonna take a gold, and then he gets to drop a gold. And he'll drop a gold there. Okay, we still gotta refill. Alright. Okay, so that was our go. He's gonna take a turn, move 2. There is 2, 4, 5 translators. So he's gonna hire a Hebrew translator, which there already one exists. There's a Persian translator. He's going to get a Syriac translator at 2. There we go. Okay. Now we're pushing towards the end of the game, so we've got to do something here. Do some more stuff. If I can get up these 2 tracks, that's going to be a ton more points as well. And I need to get some green influence. I would like to rest again one more time if I can help it. Okay, how about this? How about... we play this here. That's going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to place that there to make that a 11. We'll spend 2 gold to go up on this track twice, which will get me 2 silver. And I will get to go up on another track and draw a die for my bag, which will be this one. And then I get to place in, or get to go up on another track. We'll go up on this track. Right. Yes, because if I can get at the top of that track, then we're in a really good spot, which I can go around and get this Greek one thrown up there to do that. Okay. I do this. There's 2, 4, 6 translators. They're going to get a translator. They're not going to do Syriac. They're going to run a Chinese and place him on this spot. Okay. I wanted some more red dice, but I don't think it's going to happen. We're going to use this and put these 2 here for 7, and we're going to dismiss him. So we're going to spend 2 of our workers and get 2 influence somewhere, and we're going to get 2 green influence. I want it to score that card as best as possible. We'll discard that, there we go. Okay. He's going to retire, or he's not going to retire, he's going to do this. Okay, so this goes 1, 2, 3. This gets discarded. There are 3 cards left, so the end game is going to happen. He moves this forward and takes this translator. We'll shuffle his deck up. Okay, I think I'm going to translate that Persian one, and we're going to kind of just see what happens. So we're going to use this to go here for purple and translate that Persian scroll. So Persian to Arabic, boom. We get this. This immediately gives us a bump on here, which gives us a gold. We can put a gold somewhere. We're going to place a gold. We're actually going to place a gold here. And then that bumps up on red, and then we're going to get to place this here, which gives us majority. And we can maintain this, we're going to get the 4 points for that. Shoot, that's crazy. Okay. There are 2... Oh, and then this retires. And we're going to tuck him here. So anytime we take that action, we get a worker. Okay, so there are 2, 4, 6 translators. So they're going to do a Hebrew translator, which one exists. Persian translator, which exists. A Syriac one, which exists. A Chinese one, which exists. So they're going to go Sanskrit and go on 0. There we go. Okay, I've got to figure out how to get this gold placed on her. Or on her. Sanskrit to Hebrew. Does anybody go from Hebrew to... No, that's too much. Oh no, I have a Sanskrit out, so they're going to miss that and go to Greek. Okay, so they actually wouldn't do all that. They're just going to, because there's one of each, they're just going to go to the default one, which is Hebrew in this case. Okay. Because there's one of everything already, so they're not going. They will just pick that. They won't try to do one that doesn't exist. Okay, I think we're going to go here. No, we're going to go here. And I'm going to place out that here. And we're going to just go 1, 2, land on this spot and spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to get this Greek one. And I'm actually going to place it here. No. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to place that there. Do those. Get this. Flip this. And then I get to go up on blue, which gives me 2 influence elsewhere. So I'm going to put influence here and influence here. Nice. Okay. Now I'm ready for the game to end. Okay, they're going to translate. They're going to look to translate Syriac. This one. And that's going to be 1 gold on Syriac. Boom. Okay, can I get to... Can I go from Greek to Arabic in any kind of way, shape, or form? It doesn't seem like it. Maybe I just place this here with both of these and go up on purple, get purple influence, and then give myself 2 gold, and then I'll just rest on next turn. Okay, they're going to go around. They're going to give themselves that on there. And then after doing that, are there 5 scrolls? There are not 5 scrolls. They're going to look for a Chinese scroll, which one isn't present. So they're going to look for Sanskrit, which isn't present. They're going to look for Greek, which is present, and it's going to go into the purple. This is probably going to trigger the end of the game. It is not going to trigger the end of the game, so we're about to trigger the end of the game with our rest action. So we're going to rest, which means this goes here. So all of those people are out. So here we're going to take the top one because we have the majority. They're going to get a silver. Here they're going to take the top one, which is going to move their dice sum forward. We're going to get a silver. And then here we're going to take this and take a gold. And then they're going to place a gold on a neutral worker. And then we're going to take all these. So on green we get to go up on a track and get influence. We'll go here, take this influence. And then we're going to go up on a track. I'm going to go up on... I have no more influence markers left. So we'll go up on this track to get a silver. And I don't have any influence markers, so I guess I don't get to place anything out. But we're going to take a silver. On here, we get to get rid of a white die or gain a die. We're going to gain a red die. I'm going to be able to use my last turn to get a red die if I can. I'll have to figure out how I can make that work. And then, so there's that. We go here and get 3 silver. On orange, we get a gold. Here we draw 7 dice. So we have the 1. And we'll put all these back. So we draw 6 dice. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there we go. And then here we're going to get a red, which is a white worker and a worker of our choice. And we'll take a blue one, I guess. We'll take these back. Okay, so the turn is over. This gets put here. That's with, and it's their go. They're going to take their last turn, which is going to be a rest action. So we had to take from the other deck. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3. This gets kicked out. And then they're going to get influence in one of the places. They're going to do influence in orange, which doesn't take it from me, thankfully. They're also going to influence a card. They're going to influence Sanskrit. There isn't a Sanskrit, so Greek. Orange Greek. And then they're going to move their dice sum up, which is the highest dice sum I've ever had playing against the AI. Okay, we have the final turn of the game. I've got to figure out how I can get a red die if possible. Don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I don't think I can get a red die. I would have to go up on the orange track. Basically 3. I don't think that there's any way I can do that. I mean, I have the funds to go up it on twice, but I don't have a way to go up it 3 ways. Okay, I think I might go up red twice, though, just so I can get a gold and place a gold on this translator and retire them. That's 3 points. Could be big. We could try to go for one of these. I've got enough money that I can probably pay my way I can probably pay my way up all that. But I don't have a way of getting another red die, unfortunately. I think... Where's the red die translator? It's this one. Oh, darn it. Okay. I translated a ton of stuff, dude. Yeah, I'm not going to get the 2 points off that. That could be decent. It'll let me go up on purple, and then I would get 4 points total for that one, because that'd be at least 4. Oh, I need another green. I need another green deal up here to maximize that one. So I need another green up there. How many Greek scrolls do I have? I have 1. Can I get the Chinese? Chinese to Greek. Nobody goes to Greek. Okay. I was gonna say if I could just take this one from them, I could get the up there. I don't have any more tokens to move up there, so I've got to like get rid of her somehow. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I missed out on the scoring on that, unfortunately. And their dice sum's what, 4, and mine's only 5, which is crazy, because that never happens to me either. But I get the final turn of the game, so I just got to figure out exactly what I want to do with it. I mean, I could just throw a scroll there and just call it a day. What scroll would I want to put up there? It just would matter which one I would want to go up based on, like... Oh, I don't have any tokens. That's the problem. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just going to translate. I'm going to go up on the red track twice. So we're going to use... It doesn't even matter which one I use. We're going to use this. I'm going to drop those there for 12. We'll spend 2 gold. Go up on this track twice, which gets me a gold, and I can place a gold on somebody. We're going to place it on her. And then I get 2 silver. And then at the end of my turn, she retires, and we'll just tuck her wherever. Oh, that's dumb to put her there. We'll put her here. And then this gets removed, and that is the game. So let's we'll convert this stuff real quick, and then we'll end up going into the final scoring. So this is going to be a gold, 2 gold, 3 gold, 4 gold, 5 gold, 6 gold. Okay, so let's count this bad boy up. Holy cow. I feel like I played insane there. Okay, calculator, where are we? Okay, no, not inventor, scholars. Okay, so dice sum, my dice sum is actually, let me get my bag out. So my dice sum, oh, it's actually more than 5. My dice sum is 4. Oh, shoot. And their dice sum is 4. Okay, what happens when we tie on dice sum? I literally never had that happen before. Do we just keep it? Before adding up victory points, all players should reveal their dice sums. This means the things, the lowest dice sum is at the bottom. The next player's lowest. Based on the player marker, they may have some dice sum. Okay. Okay, so we're going to share the victory points. Wait, it says share the victory points? So we both get 1? So, for example, if both players tied in a 2-player game, they would each gain 1 victory point. Okay, so we're both going to get 1 point for that. That's crazy. I've never had that happen before. So we're both going to get 1 point for that. My retired translator is going to be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 13. My tucked... no tucked pages. We're playing a different game. No bonus row. Caliph and guilds. So I have majority. Oh, I don't have the majority. Yes, I do. I have majority in every guild, so that's going to be 6 points. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Research tracks 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18. And then scrolls. Okay. So we'll do that one last. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because I'm up on 3 plus, except the orange. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because I only have 3 of there. 16, 20, 24, because I'm at 7. 25, 29, because I'm at 7. 30, 34, because I have at least 4. 34, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Okay, so 41 victory points, leaving me 88 points. As much as I felt like I played like a monster there, it was only 88 points. I say only, but yeah. Okay, so retired translators, let's see what they got going on here. So 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 16, 17, 19, 22, 24, 25, 28. They've got no tucked pages, guilds, and so they have 0 in the guilds. They've got 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 points from there. So Chinese, they get 14. Nothing for Sanskrit. For Greek, what is Greek? Is that 1 point for every scroll they have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 for that. Right, that's for each scroll they have. Yeah, okay. Hebrew is going to be 4 points. Persians for every translator that they still have out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points. And this is going to be 1 point for every 2 influence. So there's going to be 4 points. 76. Okay, so we actually won this one. Okay, cool. Where's the thing at? Okay, we actually won. So 88 to 76. Okay. I felt like I played pretty crazy that game. I felt really good about that game. So we got 88. They got 76. We did complete the goal because have all research tracks level 2 or higher, which we did. So we did complete that goal. And our outro is 15. So let's go ahead and read that section, and then I'll see you guys in the next game. So let's read that section real quick. Okay. Never did you dream that the world was so vast. You sit on the bank of the Tigris, thinking of how your life continues to change. Your new friends have taught you many things and have taken you many places, from venturing into the desert to better see the stars, to working in laboratories and gardens, to better know the plants and minerals of this world. You feel like it has only been a few days since you first knocked tentatively on the door as an outsider, but the weeks and months have coursed ever on like the water of the river before you. I see that you still lose yourself in your own thoughts. A barely hidden laugh accompanies the words of your mentor as he moves to sit beside you. Time has not lessened his ability to sneak up on you either. You sit together for a moment, and then without prompting, you begin to share what you have been learning. He smiles warmly as your love of knowledge shines through like the noonday sun. Then you finally catch yourself rambling on. Embarrassed, you ask your mentor what he's been working on. He shares his joy as far as you've come. He shares his joy at how far you've come, and so quickly. He tells you that he's made new progress in his mathematical theories and has some very promising experiments coming up using some new elements. Spurred to further to understand your own research, you ask more about, and then it says, intro numbers. So select one of the following two is to ask more about mathematics or chemistry. I have a math degree. I'm going to ask for mathematics. So we're going to go to our 021 as our next stop. Okay, so that is going to be it. I feel really good about that. Yeah. I feel like I played pretty crazy. And how many things did I translate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got a pretty good number of translated scrolls and was able to maximize my stuff quite well. I kept my dice pool really tight, so that was an interesting game. But anyway, that's going to be it. That is the playthrough of Scholars of the South Tigris for the Moonsaga. So coming up soon, we'll be doing game number 4, and we'll be adding in the body of books. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.